Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name's Admiral Pegasus, and on today's show we're going to be talking about that gentleman there. Yes, it's Gabriel Lorca, our fleet commander, with a very impressive Lorca's Fist. Now, I do apologise the light on the side here. Unfortunately, my setup has been put away due to us currently moving house. So hence the reason I've gone back to this format. But enough about that. Let's get cracking on with Lorca. So Lorca is a very OP fleet commander if you use him correctly. Now, I will say this, and it will become a little bit more apparent for those who haven't got Lorca yet, why I say that. Also, we're going to look at sourcing Lorca, and we're going to look at his tree. So let's start at the beginning. How can you source Lorca? Well, simply the easiest way to do it is by either getting your Vindicator, in which case you will have the Vindicator refinery. And if we call up mine, sadly, you are not going to see anything. Obviously, everything's taking a little bit longer at the minute because, as you can see, I need to get my camera angles right here. I don't have the Vindicator as of yet because the Vindicator is actually locked behind a PvP/PvE mechanic in the form of the arenas. So basically, you have to partake in the arenas when they actually run them, and then obviously, as you can see here, you will be able to pull the Vindicator blueprints. Just a quick show you on the cost. It is, trust them to attack me, it is 480 for 2 blueprints, so it will cost you around about 48,000 blueprints to actually do this. Now, I'm going to have to move my base a minute because the last thing I want is somebody attacking me while I'm trying to do this video. Okay, so that was actually dumb luck that happened, but hey-ho, these things do happen. It is in the middle of incursions. But anyway, so yeah, so 48,000 to do the Vindicator, and then you will be able to go after your fleet commanders via that way. Now, the other way to do it is if you don't have the Vindicator yet, and you are below the required shipyard level to go after the fleet commanders, is to go through the incursions, more particularly this particular one here, the Incursions Store. And what you'll find is, if we scroll across, you've got a couple of crap ones in here, some building stuff, and scroll across, and as you can see here, we have Fleet Commander Lorca, and shock horror, his skill points as well. As you can see, his skill points are going to cost you 500 of the Incursion 2 coin. You're going to get 197. It's not exactly a very good conversion in my opinion, but it is what it is. But this is Lorca. As you can see, it's going to cost you 100 Incursion 2 coins. Again, to actually pull him, I don't need to pull any, so I'm not going to press it, but 300 for 3 chests as well. It is 150, is it 150? I think it's about 150 shards to unlock him, if not 100, so exact, I think it is 100, so nice and easy, but it will take you, if your server wins incursions, it will take you at least 3 runs to actually get Lorca. Now, as well, just quickly throwing in here as well, you got the strike teams as well. I could have sworn, here they are. I was about to say, I'm sure the other fleet commanders are in here. So you've got 7 of 9 and the Cutus in here as well. You've got Fleet Commander Kirk, Fleet Commander Spot, which you can actually get free to play on a daily sourcing, but Locutus and 7 of 9 are in here as well. So if we actually look at the events themselves for incursions, how you're going to get those Incursion 2 coins, well, like I say, the first one is actually going to win, where you're going to get 2,000 of the coins. So you got a nice little start off there. And then obviously you've got some events. If we just find the Incursions tab, oh, it's not in there. So I think this one does the Incursion 2 coins. No, I don't think this one does, because that's just pull-ups and syndicate. Intricate. Okay, so here's the next one. It is actually Infinite Incursions Champions cross-server leaderboard. So as you can see, you're getting another 2,500 of those coins here as well. And then there is the SMS as well. I would say that's your new other leaderboard. There is the SMS when I can find it, because I know for a fact I've already completed the SMS. Here it is. All out defensive or all out attack, and again you're also going to get another fair whack of the incursion coins, around about 1,500 there. So 1,500, 2,500, so that's 4,000, 6,000 coins you are potentially looking at. Obviously, if I've got my math wrong, please do comment in the section down below. Also, don't forget to smash that like button as well if you do find this video informative. So 6,000 coins, 300 coins to pull 300 blueprints. Well, really, that's around about, if you actually just go pure after Lorca, that's around about 60 blueprints. So realistically, you could actually do it in actually around about 2 months if your server wins and you primarily focus on Lorca. Now, let's have a quick look at his skill tree then. So once you've got him, he's going to have, as usual, like all of the fleet commanders, he's going to have 3 different trees. He's got combatant, leader, and tactician. There are various things on here that you can look at. As you can see, I've got this one here, which I've already been able to max out as Lorca's defense, which is giving me a total of 1,000% boost on hull health, making my ships a lot stronger as well. He does have this one here, which is also increasing your shield health for your ships. Again, that's going to top out at 1,000% as well, so that's going to be a nice little boost, but again, you're going to need those skill points for it. If we jump over to tactician, we're going to look at this one. Increasing officer stats, always a good one in this game, making sure your officer stats are as high and as good as they can be, because remember, officers in this game are for life. Ships are throwaways, that you get them and eventually become outdated as the game goes on. We've got this one here, is increasing isolated defense for all your ships as well. Another good one to make sure that you actually go after, but as you can see, I've got 2 requirements that need me to complete before I can do it. And then finally, this one here, increasing apex barrier. Well, your base apex barrier, really, so just making sure that you've always got that, but it doesn't work against the entities, armadas, or joint base star base defense. So, well, actually, station defense, should we actually say. And then you've also got a lot of other little ones here. So, like here, increasing isolatic damage, also a good one if should you want to go after it. Then this one here is increasing your damage against armadas and invading entities when he's on duty, and then obviously you can switch that to non-armada hostiles, or what's the other one? PvP, increasing against players. So joining incursions, this one's probably actually a good one, increasing your base damage. And if we actually look at the top percentage, whopping there, level 15, 2,000% increase. But again, it has to be on duty and you have to have it selected. Now, bearing in mind that these selectables, of course, as with all other fleet commanders, once you select one, there is a 30-minute cooldown timer on them. Now, I'm not going to go through everything in the tree because there's one particular one I do want to actually focus on and bring in, and that is this one here. Increasing your base weapon damage for a short amount of time for all your ships. Again, he has to be on duty, he has to be seated, and the problem is he also needs to be seated in a specific seat. If we actually just get that off and go back here, he needs to be in this slot here at the very front. Now, I'm not going to take him off because there is a cooldown timer, but if we just say, like, if we take Kirk off here, if we unseat him, and apparently he doesn't want, there we go. So we take Spock off. Oh, okay, wasn't expecting that one. But if we take him off there, then you can see this little plus sign here, which is telling you that the Fleet Commander ability is not activated. So obviously you could have put Lorca back in there, confirm. And then if we go, as you can see here, there's none of that plus button there for that ability. So if I just put Spock back in there. So if we go back into Lorca a minute, as you can see, it is going to be half an hour before it times out. So he has to. So for this ability to actually be working, he has to be in that front seat. Now, as you can see, the next level, next time I can upgrade this is going to be Command Center 55. I am up to 55, but I'm not focused on actually upgrading Command Center yet. If jump into my base and actually show you the level I'm at right now. Yeah, I've got some repairs to do. So what? Never mind. I ain't bothered. Not right now. So I'm only level 50. Yes, I can go up, but I can only go up to 51. Is there any point me doing it? Yes, there is, for the little bit of power and for the officer stat boost of 5% as well. And that's it, just a 5% increase in officer stats. Woohoo! So realistically, for going after it right now, it's not actually worth my effort. Now, let's have a look at Lorca's Fist. And we're going to have to show you some battle logs for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to target a 56 survey. 57s are a little bit harder to come by in this system. Oh, crap, I didn't want him. I really didn't want him. So we'll have to fly after that one. And I want my Vorcha, because the Vorcha is going to have some bigger figures, which are really going to make these numbers stand out for you. So the Vorcha is going to attack that ship. I'm going to put the Eviscerator back in, and then if we jump into the battle logs, and I'll show you the damage of the Vorcha right now and how much is actually kicking out. So do my usual, put myself in the middle. As you can see, this battle only went 1 round. That's because my Vorcha can actually nail these. I'm like, what? Look at the strength there. I'm massively a lot stronger, and that's only a tier 6 Vorcha. So here you go then. The standard damage I'm kicking out is around about 7.5 million, with around about 11.7 million isolytic damage there for a standard. Critical damage, as you can see, is around about 46.8 standard and 73.2 isolytic damage. Obviously, that's ripped its shields to absolute shreds. And then all it's going to take is just 2 more critical hits and I'm done. Now, I can't guarantee I'm going to hit the critical hits on the next one. But hey-ho, I am dropping a lot of isolytic damage here. But we're actually looking at the figures. So remember, 7.8 million is a standard damage. Now, we're going to activate this now. Be careful when you actually do this. Obviously, as you can see behind me, we've got the option to make sure this box never appears again, but I need this. Look at the cooldown time. 9 hours, 15 minutes for a cooldown. Now, obviously, it does say cooldown and increase your duration by ranking up your fleet commander. Mine's rank 18. Okay, mine's rank 18. And I'm still at 9 hours, 15 minutes. That's a rather long cooldown time, way more than we're actually used to in the game. I mean, if we jump back out for a second and we actually look at the Vorcha's ability, which you can actually add via the armory, the cooldown on this, as you can see, is not highlighted, but the ability is 4 hours to cool down. Yeah, okay, still a rather long time, but it's not as bad as 9 hours. And to make matters worse on this one as well, this only lasts for a minute. That is it. You are not going to get this long term. Now, you can use this ability in PvE. You can use it in PvP. However, using it in murders could be very, very tricky. You would have to use either the Eviscerator or your Discord to jump your ship in very quickly. You'd have to use your speed up on the Armada if you were going to use this ability. But it's a one-shot wonder. That's it. When it comes to Armadas, yes, it's going to boost the damage that you can do, but it's a one-shot wonder. And then I've got to wait 9.25 hours for it to clock over. So at the time it is right now, at the time of recording, so that's 7:46 in the evening here in the UK. 9 hours, so that's going to be what? 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4:45. So in fact, I tell you what, add that 15 hours. 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm in bed at 5 o'clock in the morning, especially on a Sunday. But yeah, do I really want to wait 9 hours for it to start again? No. But anyway, let's activate it. So remember, you can opt to not have this box come again. I'm going to leave it there. And as you can see, if we move up, there's an orange glow come below the ships. Now I'm going to quickly dock my ship, and then I'm going to... Oh, we're going to run out of time, aren't I? Trust me to actually do this now. There's no other 56. Right, so we'll go after the 57. It doesn't matter because it's actually more the damage we're looking at. As you can see as well, on the far side, there is a timer. Timing down. I've got 30 seconds left to hit this target. And obviously with the speed of my ship moves, really not going to be valuable in much sense. So there we go. We've actually killed this thing. And obviously I can go after another target, so I can get 2 targets in this time. If I haven't been messing around looking for that 56, then that's fine. But as you can see, the yellow glow is below every single ship I have, which basically means every single ship is benefiting from this ability. That's it. It's over. It is over. That's how quick 60 seconds goes. So let's have a quick look at the damage that we actually put out on this one. So like I say, it is the 57. Sadly, it's not the 56. But if we look at there's the first shots. Standard damage increased to 18.3 million. So effectively, I've doubled the amount of damage I can deliver. I've effectively doubled it. Now, here's my criticals. 130.5 million or 126 million. Massive increase. That is more than double. More than double. In fact, the other one was more than double as well, actually, if you do the maths properly. So, massive boost to how much damage I can actually do there just in that 1 minute. So, if we jump back into Lorca briefly to round off the video, as you can see, the cooldown timers there as well, and jump into a skill tree for a second, and then I click on there again. So how much damage was I doing? 13,000% increase. Now, bearing in mind, it was over 2 times the total damage, but 13,000% on your base damage. Remember, that's the absolute bare minimum your ship will do with no officers, no research. So no isolytic damage, no isolytic officers, no standard damage officers, no standard damage research, no isolytic research. All that completely stripped off. 13,000% increase. That makes it very, very powerful. Absolutely. No questions about it. And it does say in the description, base weapon damage. So, literally had to throw that in the end there. So, that is Lorca. Source via Incursions or the Vindicator. You can get skill points via the Incursions. And I presume under the Vindicator as well. I'm not 100% convinced on that one. But please, drop it in the comment section down below. And that's it. Obviously, I'll leave you to check out the rest of the tree. But he is a fantastic officer. No questions about it. I do keep him in first slot. But to be perfectly honest, how often do I use that ability? Realistically, I don't. In all honesty, I really don't use it. Because it only lasts a minute. And not to mention my Vorchat, as it is, can kill level 60s anyway. Hell, when that invasions comes around, I can kill the level 61 craze. I can beat them. But anyway, that's it for today. Thank you for joining me. If you did like the video, smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Until then, I'm Admiral Pegasus. Thank you for joining me. Stay safe, live long, prosper, and I shall catch you on the next one. Goodbye.